Let's talk about healthcare. Boom, hat, my hair looks bad. So you wake up one morning, you're feeling all groggy, nose is all stuffed up, you can barely taste anything. The cold metal of the shower just hurts. And what do? You go see the doctor, right? What if you can't afford it? Financial accessibility is a pretty common issue. I feel like a lot of people talk about it a lot in a certain sense. They'll be like, I don't want to go see a doctor. I don't want to go to the hospital or whatever because I can't afford it. So you would think that people would be very well versed in the issues and the politics surrounding affordable healthcare, right? No. So I conducted a survey to try and put some numbers behind the financial accessibility issue. What I found is that there are a lot of people who struggle with the financial accessibility. One thing that I discovered, and one of my questions, I asked about the Affordable Care Act that was signed into law in 2010. And I knew that it was going to be a very 50-50, I'm okay with it, I'm not okay with it kind of thing. What I really, really wanted was to kind of more so identify who is for it and who is against it. Are the lower class people against it because they don't actually feel it's doing much to serve them, or are the upper class people, approving it because it somehow does benefit them? So I just wanted to get the numbers behind that. I included a third option in that question though, that was basically just, I don't know, uncertain. 54% of the participants of the survey didn't even know how to answer that question. They didn't know anything about the 2010 Affordable Care Act. I think that's a little disappointing. So what this made me realize is that there is a much bigger issue at play here. It's not that people are not struggling with financial accessibility. They definitely are. But at the same time, they're unable to answer a question about fairly recent events that would have a great impact on their accessibility for healthcare. So I think this speaks to a much larger issue. Okay, Ty, I get it. But what am I supposed to do? I'm glad you asked. In order to help explain this, I came up with the 3 P's of raising healthcare awareness. These 3 being peers, politicians, and physicians. These are the main groups that you should focus on when trying to raise awareness for the universal healthcare coverage. First, we have peers. Peers refers to the people around you in your local community as well as those you talk to online. Raising awareness here includes talking to your friends about universal healthcare and educating them on the issues caused by lack of financial accessibility. This also includes social media posts using sites like Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram to attract more people to learn about the topic. This one usually comes easy to some and hard for others, but ultimately it comes down to putting yourself out there and saying what you believe is right. Second, we have politicians. It's important that we hold our leaders accountable for decisions made, and also our responsibility to inform them of what they can do for our community. Reach out to your local government and urge them to join the fight for universal healthcare. If your city or state politicians refuse to support your beliefs, then ensure that people that are in support are put into office. Social media can be a tool here as well, as most politicians have Twitter. You can make posts tagging politicians at the state and federal level expressing why we need universal healthcare coverage. Doing this on a public platform allows for your peers to engage with you, allowing you to have strength in numbers. Be wary, however, as getting caught in an online argument can have a bad look if you don't handle yourself appropriately. Last but not least, we have physicians. Reach out to medical groups and see what they're doing to make healthcare accessible to lower income peoples. If they aren't doing anything, urge them to do so. If they are, then this is a great volunteering opportunity for you, and it gives you a chance to actively seek to help the community. Talk to local physicians and get their thoughts on universal healthcare, and see if they're willing to back the goal. Doing so can also give more insight to the clinical side and opinion of accessible healthcare. Would you look at them go? Look at them giving free vaccines. So proud. Good job, CVS. Ultimately, I think we all agree that we want more people in this world to be able to get healthcare. We want more people to be healthy, and that happens by us being able to treat illnesses, by us being able to do wellness checks, by getting medications to those who need it, surgical procedures. And as it currently stands, there's a lot of people who just cannot afford it.